Okay, guys, hello. It's been a while again. It's been great to be out. One baby's asleep already. I think, yeah, she is. And this little guy, I think he's asleep too. So this is the new thingy we have here. Yeah, that's our new thingy. And this is another new thingy we have. This cute little critter from Disney. Chip or Dale? I think Dale, yeah. Everybody's telling me Dale because the red nosy, like Rudolph. But today the wind is really cold, and so I still packed up my babies as if it's because they don't have much underneath, so I wanted to make sure that they're all dressed well. It's sunny, semi-sunny, semi-cloudy. I don't know what's gonna be like. There is rain coming this way for sure, but I'm not sure when. In good faith, I put all my laundry out today, which is a lot. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, don't ask me, man. It's just 7 people times 3 days, uniforms and stuff. Yeah, so this weekend, guys, I just wanted to tell you about my Saturday. So let's start with my Saturday, because I really felt like a superhero for whatever reason. You know how when you feel so overwhelmed and everything works against you, and you still have to accomplish the stuff that you have to in a negative amount of time, and at the end you do it somehow, yeah, you feel like a superhero, because humans usually cannot do that. So let me tell you about my Saturday. So on Sunday we were to attend, for my 3 older boys, the middle guy, he had a piano recital. Like, they all 3 go to piano, but the other 2 were not prepared with their musical number enough to perform it, or I don't know. So only my middle guy. And he was performing something from, I believe, a Japanese animation about this guy that husband says he is a good villain. Whatever. It's like the only good villain I can think of in Disney animations is Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb, something like that. I don't know. Maybe, Japanese style different. I have never seen that movie, so, but we're like thinking, so, when you go to recital, you have to look absolutely sharp. And the girls are usually dressed up like princesses, and their dresses are outstanding. Their hair is done. They have tiaras and so many blink stuff on their hair. So, I mean, the shoes, oh my gosh, the little girls with like heels, and oh my gosh, I don't even know how they play the piano with heels, but sure. And the boys, they're more like open style. Like, they could be like with the ribbon and the suit jacket. And I noticed some boys had like pants that were really, really nice, but like only to the knee. So that was interesting. But like, we were like, let's he doesn't have his size anymore. Like, we used to buy those before for their first recital, but they were much smaller, so everything is small now on them. Those jackets and vests and blah blah and shirts and nice ties and everything comes together and super cheap, but it's okay, it looks nice. But they're small, so I was thinking, let's think something different. And then my husband sent me a picture of that character, animation character. So he was playing that music, like some people play the Frozen songs, and so he was playing that animation music. And and he was playing on the piano, the grand piano, but on the electron, which is electric thing that you insert your music, that it comes. So you play with the keyboard, which I think there are a few keyboards there, and there's for the feet too, like an organ. But you can insert and add another music with it. It's like I don't know, I guess I've never seen that before in my life, but like the big old electron. So he performed on that one. And anyway, so there's a picture of this animated guy that is holding a pistol, a gun. And I'm gonna turn around to keep the nice serenity and quietness for my babies. I'll just go back. Anyway, so the guy is dressed with a red suit jacket, dark blue shirt, and kind of like pinkish, whitish necktie, and the pants were like, I don't know, white or khaki or something. So we're like, we got the pants. At least the pants, he has 2 pairs of khaki pants. We've covered that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But then, red jacket? How? Where? When? And it's Saturday and it's tomorrow. So I was like, okay. It's not like I have all the time in the world to go any day I want with 2 babies. But like on a Saturday, you kind of have to. So I was thinking to go to the mall. From there, I had to get them something else for school, part of their uniform sets and blah. But then we got one, but the other one we didn't. It was like an apron for when they start doing lunch. They put aprons on. They're white. Then so for my middle guy, I got a new apron because he's getting bigger, and then the shoulders are. It's ripping. The old one is ripping, and it's just small on him. So we got a bigger size, which was nice, by the way, because you know what they do in the mall when they assist you. For whatever reason, one young lady came out of nowhere and she decided she wanted to ask us if we need help. So I was like, yeah, sure. I'm not sure if I should get M or L for this boy. She's like, oh, that's easy. Let's go. She made him wear a suit jacket that is part of the uniform, like the winter one, long sleeve, and golden button. So we buttoned him up, and then on top of that, she put the L size apron, and I was like, L, isn't that big? But then it was fitting him, and I was like, man, you're growing, man. I was about to buy the M one, which was probably the same size what he was wearing now, and doesn't make any sense. And they're not cheap, you guys, by the way. It's just a piece of thin white cloth with a pocket, and it's just really funky. But you know, they use it every day, so he needed that. And then the other guy lost his boshi, his kyushoku boshi, which is the school lunch. When they put the apron, they put something like white on the top of their heads and cover their hair with it. I think they just put it. I've seen so much hair out of nowhere, like all over, especially girls. They cannot put all their hair inside there. But anyways, it's like around the edges is with elastic, so it just stays everything inside. It's like those bath things that you put, caps you put in to not to wear your hair. It's like that, but it's white cloth. So my youngest of the 3 big boys, he lost it, and for a whole week he didn't have it, so he couldn't do his chore what he was supposed to do, because every kid has a job to do. They serve the food, they bring the food with those huge containers, and they serve it to the desks. And I don't know what was his job, but he said he couldn't do it, so he just had to sit down and wait and not do anything. I was like, and you're telling me now that after a whole week of you didn't find it? I was hoping he finds it at school, but he didn't. And he didn't tell me, he didn't come back to me with any information about it. So I totally forgot about it. It's like I don't think about his cap all day long. So we had to find that too. But guess what? It's almost the end of the school year. The new school year starts. It's a demand. Everybody wants that to prepare for the new school year. And some people buy from uniform shops, and some people buy from the mall and just assemble things together. And they were out of it. And she was like, the young lady, she was like, maybe next week or the week after we'll have it. I don't know, sorry. And I was like, where else can I go? And I didn't know how to ask in Japanese very well. And so, and I was with those two, you know, with the middle guy and the youngest guy, because I needed their bodies to measure things on them. So they didn't really help me much with translation. My oldest, he helps me always, but she didn't quite understand me, so she didn't really tell me anything about where should I go. But then anyway, so that's that. Case closed. He doesn't have a cab. Deal with it. But we are so Mo is done. We looked for red jackets, suit jackets, or any kind of jacket or cardigan that can be like for a boy in that section for kids clothes. Couldn't find anything. Went to one more shop where I like to go. They have like lots of ladies and men and like children stuff too. Look there, nothing red. Like I purposely looked in the ladies section if they had something like red, just anything red, and I didn't find anything red. Everything was like pinkish, the delicate pinkish, like because now spring is coming, so it's like the modern, the cool color right now. It's like the color of the blooming cherry trees, right? So they're not blooming yet, but that's the color now. That's a trend. And I don't see anything red, you guys. Nothing. It's like even for Christmas I don't see much red. It's like pink. It's pink and white and like light blue, that kind of tone for Christmas. I'm like, man, it sucks here. You cannot really find anything red. So that's why that guy, animation guy, is so funky and so different and so like sassy kind of. So I was like, that's it. We're gonna go to the thrift shops. But the thing is, I was how do you call it? I didn't have much time left. I had to be home before 1 because husband had classes. You know, it doesn't matter, Saturday, Sunday, you just work, right? You have to be busy with something. Projects, classes, yeah. So I was like, okay, boys, what I have to do now is I have to go home and get the babies with us and change the cars, because I went with a small car which doesn't have like car seats for the babies. And but then at 1 o'clock on Saturdays, their friends come to our place. It's like the gathering place. So nobody wants to come with me for clothes and take care of the babies and stay in the car with the babies. Nobody wants to do that. So my middle guy goes, Mommy, I'm 130.5 centimeters, which in English means, Mommy, this is my size. Look for something that size. I'm gonna stay home and play with my friends. That's what it means. But he just beats around the bush because he's Japanese already. That's where he's raised and born and raised. So I was like, okay, I got it. I'll go by myself with the babies. And I was hoping somebody would say, well, I'll come with you. But no, nobody did. Nobody did. So friends were coming. Everything was busy. Parked bikes and skateboards around our house. Okay, that was a big truck, really big. So here I am, getting the babies in the car and going to the first thrift shop that is like not too far from our house, actually. And I'm getting the stroller with me too, of course, because you know, I cannot walk. They can walk, but they don't really listen yet or understand to follow mommy. So especially my little girl. My little boy, if I hold his hand, he's okay, he follows. But if I hold her hand, she just pulls it out and starts walking her own way. I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work. So stroller, this heavy thing, you have to load it in the car, load the babies in the car, go to the not too far shop, unload the car, the stroller, load the babies in the stroller. It was amazingly windy for whatever reason. I mean, seriously, the babies were like it was really cute, but it was what it was. And then we go to the shop, and I was thinking, you know, it's kind of spacey there, so it's gonna be okay. But actually, when you go with the stroller this big, it's narrow, you guys. Not to mention that the door was not automatic, so you had to push it in. But I couldn't push it in because I have a stroller, so I was like trying to figure out how to push it and then insert the stroller inside. So one lady behind me was coming in, I guess. She ran in front of me and she opened the door and kept it open while me and this big stroller go inside. I was really grateful for that. It's really like people are always willing to help you when they see you with twins. For whatever reason, they're really nice. Especially when they see you're just one adult. So that's that. And we go there and I found like jean kind of fabric, blue shirt. That was the closest I could get, and some kind of sporty top that was red and was really cool red. It's like really cool red. And I was thinking, it doesn't have to be suit jacket. It's just too crazy. I mean, no, nobody can find anywhere. So I got those two, and I was thinking to go to another thrift shop just in case, but I got those two, but they were not 130, they were 150 centimeters, which is my oldest. That's the size of his clothes he's wearing now. So I was like, I have to roll some sleeves, but he'll be okay. He will be okay. It's the color that matters, because when you see him in that color and when what he starts playing, you get the idea. So, and by the way, I got like toys for the babies. We were looking for Mickey Mouse because my little guy's crazy about Mickey. Oh my gosh, every time he sees him on the TV, he goes, Tiki! He's so cute. I love him when he does that. He cannot even say Mickey yet, but he says Tiki, which you guys know what Tiki is in Hawaiian. But I think it's really cute, and I couldn't find any Mickey, so we found a Minnie and Eeyore because we love Busan and we have Tigger. And so Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, but we don't have Eeyore, so we got Eeyore. And we have a piglet somewhere. I think he's an Easter egg or something. It's like anciently transferred from husband's mom's house to ours. I think it belonged to when he was in their childhood. I don't know. But some toys are like really that old, but and those in the thrift shop are so old probably too, but we just got them. So Kalia loves Minnie. My little girl loves Minnie and he loves Mickey, so that's that. And so we went to the other thrift shop and I found absolutely nothing for boys that are 130 to 150, like nothing red, nothing blue. I was like, wow, it was really great. I went first to that little one and found what I found, because that's gonna work. But the thing is, like, and it was in the afternoon, you guys. It was like after 1 o'clock, right? So I had to go. I knew I had to go home and wash them and dry them outside all night, and hopefully it doesn't rain and they'll be dry. And then I have to iron the shirt. So we stayed there for a little bit. I got him like squeaky shoes, so he's now with them. Every time he makes a step, it's like squeaking. It's really cute. And my baby girl saw this huge Hello Kitty, and she grabbed it, and she didn't let go out of it. And it was like, they're coins, they're like really cheap because it's second-hand shop. So we got that for her, and he got this little thingy here, this guy, and they didn't let go of them. They wanted more toys, but I was like, that's it. So that's that. We have this, and of course they were washed too, together with the clothes for the recital, and everything was drying out till the next day. So we have a bunch of new toys in the house. The only Mickey that I found that was not a, like a toy, like stuffed animal, it was this, you put batteries inside. It's plastic and it rolls. Like, you put batteries inside this Mickey looking face that has like a little chicken on top of the head, and it says something in Japanese, follow me, like let's grow together, and like has songs in it, and it just moves around the floor. So it's like, yoo-hoo. So I don't know how things work with second-hand shops, and I've always asked them in the past to check it for me if it works first, not just buying on good faith. And so she put batteries inside, and we tried it and it worked. My little guy was really excited about it, so I got it. And it's joy since then at home. Like this morning they were following it around the hallways, that little Mickey. He speaks in Japanese, but that's okay. You know, you cannot really find English speaking toys in here anyways, so that's fine with me. They love the box that he's in because it's cube, and they like the toy inside, and it's just really fun. And so we came after that we dropped the stuff in the car, and then we went shopping just next door to that thrift shop. There is a supermarket, so we went there, got something for dinner. And the people in that supermarket was so nice too, because I see the stroller and the babies, and the cashier was so nice, and it was just so great. And they were flashing smiles, those two, they're really cute. So it was really tiring day, but it was great. And on the way home, on that same road, I'm driving and I'm thinking, there is one shop I have to probably stop by because it's on the way, and it's the uniform shop. I was like, I'm gonna stop there and give it a long shot and see if they have those. They must have it, those caps for lunch, right? I remember for my youngest of the all three. So the tricky part is their parking is really small, and I don't like doing that, but sometimes I do because it's not hot yet. I leave the babies in the car real quick, should go like the flash, and I tell them I need this and that. The car engine is on, keys with me, but the car engine is on. Babies are there awake and on their car seats. I go there, it's like my heart is pumping so hard because I don't feel comfortable doing that. And they tell me, wait please. I was like, I have two twins in the car, so I'm gonna be back. And they were like, okay. It was like really nice young lady, lots of makeup on. She was she saw me like I turned off the car and I got off, and I was like, okay, we can do this, guys, we can do this. So I opened his seat first, his door on his side, and I'm like, he's the one that actually holds hands really well with me, so I should probably get my baby girl first, hold her on my left side, because that's my strength, is to hold on the left side, and then with my right hand I do everything else. I'm a right-handed person, so I get her first and I hold her, and as I hold her I also kind of like get him out of his car seat and put him down on the ground, on the yeah, next to the car, and I hold his hand and I somehow lock the car, and we go. And then because I hold her and I'm holding his hand, I can open the door, so she opened it for me. And everybody who was there inside, like moms with their kids for uniform stuff for the new year and like size of shoes and stuff, they were like, oh kawaii, which means cute. And those two are like mesmerized. They're like looking at everybody, and everybody's bigger than them, so they look up and they're like, so that young lady, she was like, should I hold him, is it okay? I'm like, she had a mask on, so I was like, that's fine, but like he stepped back, he backed up. So we just kept walking, went to the cashier. The guy already was like had it prepared. The cap was in a nice bag with the brand of the uniform shop, and he was like, okay, it's 390 yen, and this is blah blah blah. So I was like, yeah, the receipt and everything. I was like, thank you. So I just gave him the coins and stuff, and on the way back, they were so nice. Like, I feel like the young lady wanted to follow us to the car and just be helpful, but they don't really try to push their help so much. They're like, if you don't ask, they don't help. So she just left, and she at the entrance, she just opened the door for us, and we got out, and she said, thank you, bye. So then we go to the car and I'm like, what do I do first? Both of my hands are with babies and I have to unlock the car and open the door and put one baby somewhere and put the other to put the other first in their car seat. I cannot do both. So can you imagine, guys, like this is all like going through your head like in a flash. Like those are like I'm explaining to you moments and flashes of seconds, and how your brain learns to work so fast and so efficient that everything ends up working somehow. So I opened the driving seat and I put my baby girl there to sit on the seat where the steering wheel is, and I closed that door and I put my baby boy first in his car seat and buckle him up so he can be quiet and safe. And then I took her after, which she was really unhappy because she was like, yeah. So she got up on her feet and she was turning towards her baby brother. And she was like flashing laughs and smiles, and he was like so happy to see her. So, but I got her anyways and put her in her car seat, and I'm leaving that place and I'm like, boom, all done. It was 5. It was 5 o'clock. I was done. And getting ready things to cook the dinner and getting the boys in the house from playing hard, and it was crazy, but I felt like a champ that day yesterday. I mean Saturday. And just made me think, wow, it took me 26 minutes to explain to you one day. Sorry about that. It's just I like to go into the details because it was just, it was like really hard, but it was rewarding. Like you don't know where your limit is until you get there, and then you put another, I don't know, you don't know what you're capable of until you actually do it. And when you do it, you're like, oh, okay, I could do that. However, they're gonna get into their terrible too soon, and they'll be actually walking little people who cannot quite communicate yet, and it will be really hard. It will be impossible to go shopping with them. There will be like no question about it. Can you imagine, even with one, when they start throwing tantrums and throwing themselves on the floor of the supermarket, and you just blush and you don't know what to do, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's my kid, everybody's watching me and thinking I'm a terrible mom. Like, you do that, right? I mean, everybody does it, but if you imagine there are 2 of them, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, this little girl, for instance, one time, well, it was recently, we went to the mall, and we were pushing, so they were walking around us, and we were pushing a cart with a basket on it, grocery basket. This little girl we go to the snack section, and she goes and finds a pink box. Everything has to be pink. Like, look, this is pink, very pink. And we go there, and she gets like a little box of something. It was something Hello Kitty, I think. It was pink. And some kind of snack, but like from those like fancy expensive ones, a little bit more expensive. And so, I don't know how she knew, because the cart with the basket was not quite next to me. It was like, say, on the other corner of the aisle. She goes, takes it from the shelf and puts it into the basket and continues to walk around like totally like, oh, life is great. I'm like, what? We had a good laugh with that, because she was just okay, I know how to shop now, kind of thing. And was like, and of course we put it back on the shelf. We didn't buy it, but I was like, she is so cute and so independent and so like already demanding things. And I'm like, oh gosh, I shall never go shopping with those 2, like ever. They'll forget what it's like. We'll just have walks around the neighborhood with the green fields, and that's it. It's safe like that. Anyways, but my point was, it was really hard. I have to tell you, my heart was pounding really hard in some instances, but when you're in the moment, when you're in the moment of whatever is going on, you don't really feel the energy, the amount of energy you're spending, and your attention, you're alert, and you're thinking so hard. Like it feels like a computer inside of your head. It's like everything is linking to the other, and like, okay, I have to do this and then that and then that, and then you're thinking ahead too, because the moms do that. We think ahead and thinking rationally, like, what can I do next so it can be helpful. And so, like, how I connected the dots that day, I felt like, wow, that was like superhero. It wasn't just me. I'm pretty sure I had heavenly help that day. I really feel like that, because you have to find clothes literally that are needed for the next day. Not to mention the fact that I was grateful for that really, really windy day, because I go home, drop everything in the washer, wash them and put them outside, and the next day the clothes for my boy were dry, and so I ironed, and it was good. He performed with his thing on the recital. He did a great job, by the way. Made me so proud, because when the electron is going on, like when there's the additional music with the rhythm, like there's a rhythm, he just plays the main melody. But it was really cool, because he was like shaking, and he was like feeling the rhythm, and he was like really enjoying it. Like he wasn't like there all shaky and trembling and kind of guy. No, he was like really enjoying the music. I was having fun. I was like really, really enjoying it. It was great. He was great. I was so proud of him. Yeah. So now those clothes will be probably for his older brother. He can wear them now and then pass them down when he becomes that. Yeah, we rolled sleeves, that's fine. We rolled some sleeves, but the colors, you guys, the colors were what mattered. That's what got him. And then the vice principal of their school showed up there at the concert hall too, so it was really nice to see somebody to come and support them. I don't know why he was there, but he recognized the students of his school, so he was really happy. We were happy to see him too, and we talked about, so he was like saying to my boy how he looks so cool, and we were like explaining, I guess my husband was explaining to him why he was dressed up like that. But yeah, it was really nice. It's all over, and now I get to be like, except the fact that last night my baby boy decided that he was not tired, and he just woke up and he cried for a little bit. We changed his diaper, got him some water. He still kept crying, and he kept waking up until like 5 or 6, and then I was like, and then he slept till till the boys left for school, and that was it. Then after that they woke up. I think he was probably hungry, because his little tummy was rumbling. It was really cute. So yeah. Just be careful here. Okay, trucks everywhere. It was really fun not to sleep enough, and when you don't sleep, when you don't have enough rest, how it feels like there, it's heavy around here in this area in front of your eyes. I don't know, I feel like that a lot. Man, every time I get to this road, I see this car where they put the dead person. What do you call it in English? It's this one. Every time I see it, and in Japan, when kids say those things, like if you see that, something like that, you have to do like this or something, because it's bad luck or something. Like, I guess they have somewhere cremation building somewhere in the mountains, I assume, and this is like the mountains, so I don't know, could be wrong, but every time I come here, seriously, I see one. So I pick up the person from the house and bring them to the building where they cremate people, but then before they do that, they have like a ceremony. Been to one, and I don't remember much, but there was like certain ceremony, some certain things we had to do, And then I saw how they put them. It looks like a morgue. You put the person in this shelf and then they burn inside. Gas inside, I don't know. And after that they give them the dust, and I think they keep one bone or something. No, I don't know, not sure. And then you see those guys, and they keep the dust in one of those tombs kind of thing. Yeah, efficient, because in Japan no much space and lots of people. How many hundreds of millions of people here, seriously? Condensed in the cities, of course. Here just nature. Anyways, I think that's all for today. I just wanted to not to brag, but like to just tell you guys, if I could do it here in a foreign country, you can do it too. You can do it. We can do it. It's great. We can do it. I think love and care is the drive. You forget about yourself when you have to something for your kids. You just forget about yourself and your needs and wants, and you just put them first. And I think that's one of the main ideas I feel like my kids should know and learn about, is how to refocus on not on the self but on the others. Not always. It's good to have personal goals, of course. It's good to think about you, and in a way, how can you be a good influence in this world, right? But especially from Christian perspective, it's very important. But it's also good to, I want them to understand that it's not all about them. And we have this saying at home, like we start chanting, and when I hear enough of I want, or mommy, me, I just start chanting me, it's all about me. So they know, and they get the grumpy face up. So I'm like, yeah, you gotta draw the line, you guys. You have to be mindful of others. And I think it's good for them to have those twins present in the house, because it kind of gives them a sense of, I have to help mommy, I have to take care of them to some point. Like I ask them sometimes to do this and to do that, to help me to, not sometimes, like all the time, like can you grab me this for me please, or can you help me with this, can you come in the bathroom and help me bathing the babies and things like that. I just ask a lot, and so they're used to chores. So when they want it in their way on Saturdays, I let them, because I know they need their own to be kid kind of time and be with friends, and for one day just forget about the babies, because the babies are always gonna be there. They always will be nagging, brother, come play with me. I'm pretty sure they will. Like this little guy, he loves his brothers. He loves to be part of their gang, and he loves when they actually get down on his level, down on the floor, and play with him. He loves it. He lights. His face is lit. He's just so happy. And my baby girl, she would sit in my oldest lap. She will come with a book, and she just gives him the book first. She's really smart. Oh my gosh, she's smart. She's only one. She gives him the book, and she says which means pick me up, and he picks her up on his lap, and he opens the book, and if they can read it, they can read it. If it's just pictures book, they say something, and she can just sit there forever just looking at the book together. I love it. For me, those are sacred moments, you guys. I love it, because she's that small only once, and I love when she comes with the book. She even comes to me and to her father. She's just really cute. She comes with the book. She gives you the book first, and then she wants you to sit down and read it with her. I love her. She's my little lady. I love her. She's just that sweet. And of course, I have to do a ton more things around, especially if I just change her brother and the diaper is big and stinky and it's right next to me, and I have to put it away so we don't step or sit or smash it, or And then I want to do that, but she comes with that book, and I get the book, and she comes and sits nice, like nests, sits really comfortably on me, and she just starts flipping the pages, and I'm like, but I have so many things to do. Yeah, that's life. Anyways, I will talk to you later, guys. Sorry for the shaky video, but I'm out. Bye.